American Idol fans have not been happy with the way things went this season. There were a lot of fan favorites that were eliminated when many believed they should have been in the final three. One of those contestants is Slater. John Foster was chosen to move on instead of Slater, and this had many fans upset. Why do they think John beat Slater? Keep reading to get all the details. American Idol fans say there is a petty reason John Foster is in finals. American Idol fans have been discussing the way this season of the show turned out. The voting methods have been called into question. Many have expressed that they think fans are voting on the contestants before ever even hearing their performance for the night. This tends to make many feel that younger voters were perhaps choosing their favorites based on popularity and not talent. This especially got brought into question when John Foster beat out Slater to move on to the finals. There are a lot of fans who believe that Slater was far more talented than John. However, Slater was still shockingly voted off. Why? On social media, fans believe that it was a very petty reason that put John into the finals over Slater. A fan said, "This performance of Slater and Carrie really makes me wish Slater was still in. He had what it took to win." Another fan responded, saying, "It's John's looks that are getting the votes. So much crushing on YT." Many fans also said that Slater should have won the entire competition and been crowned the new American Idol. His performance during the finale with Carrie Underwood and Cody Johnson was nothing short of incredible. Fans gushed over his talent and commented that they know he is going to do great things in his music career. Who won American Idol? The grand finale of American Idol was Sunday night. The final two of the competition were John Foster and Jamal Roberts. Many thought Slater should have been a finalist over Foster, but it just didn't happen. When it came time for the winner to be read, fans believed that John Foster saw the writing on the card before Ryan Seacrest spoke the words out loud. He saw Jamal Roberts' name listed as the new American Idol 2025. Even though he knew he had lost, Foster was still humble and genuinely happy for Jamal. Fans were touched by the way he handled the loss and disappointment he was obviously feeling. Many said his career will continue to blossom even without the title and contracts that the winner is awarded. As for Slater, fans also believe he has a bright future ahead of him. Fans noted that his performance on the finale gave them chills. Others continued to say that he should have been in the top three. Introduction. Since its debut in 2002, American Idol has been a cultural phenomenon, captivating millions with its blend of talent, drama, and personal stories. Over the years, many seasons have sparked intense debates among fans, especially when controversial results lead to heated discussions online and offline. One such controversy revolves around the surprising victory of John Foster over Slater in a recent season, with fans claiming that the decision was influenced by petty reasons rather than genuine talent. This article delves into the details of this controversy, exploring the reasons behind fans' perceptions, the dynamics of voting and judging, and what this reveals about the nature of popularity, favoritism, and fairness in televised talent competitions. The contestants, who are John Foster and Slater. John Foster, a charismatic singer-songwriter from Nashville, John Foster garnered attention early in the season for his soulful voice and relatable lyrics. Known for his emotional ballads and humble persona, Foster quickly built a dedicated fan base that appreciated his authenticity and musicality. Slater, an energetic performer with a background in pop and dance music, Slater was known for his dynamic stage presence and versatile vocal skills. His performances often featured elaborate choreography and a confident attitude that appealed to younger audiences. Both contestants had distinct styles and fanbases, leading to a natural rivalry as the season progressed. The path to the finale. Throughout the season, both Foster and Slater faced various challenges. Foster's performances were praised for their sincerity and vocal control, earning him praise from the judges. Slater's performances, on the other hand, often received mixed reviews but maintained high viewer engagement due to his charisma and stage presence. The voting results leading up to the finale showed a close race, with both contestants receiving substantial support. However, the final outcome, Foster's victory over Slater, surprised many, sparking questions and accusations among fans. The controversy. Why do fans say the reason was petty? The core of the controversy lies in the perception that Foster's win was not solely based on talent but was influenced by petty reasons, perhaps superficial factors that fans believe undermined the fairness of the competition. Some of the common arguments include: 1. Pre-show bias and fan loyalty. Fans argue that Foster's loyal fanbase, often characterized as the underdog supporters, mobilized intensely in the final voting rounds. Some believe that their efforts overshadowed Slater's talent, leading to a win rooted more in dedicated campaigning than pure singing ability. 2. Judges' favoritism and narrative building. Viewers have speculated that the judges favored Foster's authentic artist persona, possibly to promote a particular narrative. Allegedly, some judges made comments that seemed to favor Foster or downplayed Slater's performances, influencing audience perception. 3. Stage presence versus vocal talent. Critics claim that Slater's energetic performances and stage presence, which many considered more entertaining, were undervalued in the voting process. Fans argue that the decision was based on looks or marketability rather than raw talent. Point 4. Media and social media campaigns. Fans observed that Foster's supporters organized coordinated social media campaigns, including trending hashtags and mass voting, which some see as petty tactics that tilted the odds unfairly. 5. Personal bias and narrative manipulation. Some fans believe that producers or the show's narrative framing favored Foster's backstory or personality, subtly influencing viewers' opinions and votes. The role of audience perception and bias. In any reality TV competition, perceptions of fairness are heavily influenced by audience bias. Fans tend to root for contestants who resonate with their values, appearance, or personal stories. When favoritism, real or perceived, enters the equation, it can fuel accusations of petty reasons influencing the outcome. In this case, fans who supported Slater felt that his raw talent and stage presence deserved victory, but that petty factors, such as social media campaigns or narrative manipulation, undermined fairness. Analyzing the voting system and its vulnerabilities. American Idol employs a combination of judges' scores and public voting to determine winners. While designed to balance expert opinion with audience preference, this system is susceptible to fan mobilization and coordinated campaigns. Highly organized voting drives can significantly influence results, sometimes overshadowing talent. Biases and popularity contests. Contestants with more media exposure or appealing personas may garner disproportionate support. Technical limitations. Voter accessibility, regional support, and social media presence can skew results. Fans passionate about the fairness of the competition often argue that these vulnerabilities can lead to petty or superficial reasons overshadowing true talent. The impact of narrative and image. In televised competitions, storytelling and image matter. Foster's authentic musician narrative may have played into viewers' perceptions, giving him an edge in the voting despite Slater's vocal prowess. Conversely, some fans believe that Slater's energetic performances should have carried more weight, highlighting a disconnect between different criteria for success. This dichotomy fuels the perception that the outcome was influenced by petty reasons, favoring a marketable image over raw ability. The fan's perspective, loyalty, frustration, and calls for fairness. Fans supporting Slater often express frustration that the competition is not purely about talent but also about popularity and campaigning. They argue that fairness should be paramount, talent, voice quality, and performance should determine the winner, not campaigning or superficial factors. The system needs reform. To prevent petty tactics, voting systems should be more transparent and resistant to manipulation. Recognition of true artistry. Fans want to see winners who genuinely deserve the title based on their skill and artistry. On social media platforms, these fans hashtag the grievances, sharing clips of Slater's performances and highlighting what they see as unfair advantages given to Foster. The other side, defending Foster's victory. Supporters of John Foster counter that Foster was a deserving winner due to his consistent performances and emotional depth. Voting is a democratic process. Fans have the right to support their favorite, and campaigns are part of the entertainment. Petty reasons are part of the entertainment. Fans enjoy debating and speculating about behind-the-scenes influence, which adds to the show's drama. They also argue that calling the victory petty diminishes Foster's talent and effort. Broader implications. What this controversy reveals about reality TV competitions. This debate about Foster and Slater reflects larger themes in reality TV, the struggle between talent and popularity. Winners are often determined by who can mobilize the most support, not necessarily who is the most talented. The influence of narrative and branding, how contestants are portrayed affects viewer perceptions. The importance of fairness and transparency. Fans desire a level playing field, but the system can be vulnerable to petty tactics and bias. This controversy underscores the need for ongoing discussions about how to make such competitions more equitable and focused on genuine artistry. Conclusion. The controversy surrounding John Foster's victory over Slater in American Idol * exemplifies how petty reasons, perceptions of favoritism, campaigning, and superficial factors can influence the outcome of a competition that is ostensibly about talent. Fans' reactions reveal their desire for fairness, authenticity, and recognition of true artistry. While some see the victory as a manifestation of fan loyalty and campaigning, others view it as a sign of systemic vulnerabilities in voting processes. Ultimately, this debate highlights the complex interplay between talent, popularity, narrative, and perception in televised competitions. It reminds us that behind every vote is a story, a bias, and a desire to see genuine artistry rewarded, or, sometimes, overshadowed by petty reasons that ignite passionate discussions among fans.